Namaste dear learners, I welcome you all to our series of video lessons on the syllabus of BA 3rd semester optional English, Rani Channamma University, Belagavi. In our previous video session, we have discussed the introductory notes of the poem The Lotus Eaters, and in present video session, we will discuss the poem in detail. As you know, the poem is written by Robert Alfred Lord Tennyson, and the poem runs like this. Courage, he said, and pointed toward the land. This mounting wave will roll us shoreward soon. In the afternoon, they came unto a land in which it seemed always afternoon. The leader of the mariners says, be courageous, do not lose your will. And this mounting wave, a strong wind is blowing on the sea, and he says, this wave will reach us, will push us towards shore. And in the afternoon, they reached a land, a particular land, wherein it always seems to be afternoon. All round the coast the languid air did swoon. All around that area there was a kind of languidity, breathing like one that hath a very dream. All the things around that land seems to be in a dreamland. Full paced above the valley stood the moon. The moon is fully visible on that land, and like a downward smoke, the slender stream along the cliff to fall, and Foz and Paul did seem. There was a stream in that island which seems to be like a smoke falling downwards, and sometimes it stands and falls from a cliff. A land of streams, some like a downward smoke. This seems to be a land of streams. There are many streams, and all the streams are falling downward, and they seem to be a smoke falling downward. Slow dropping veils of thinnest lawn. There is a grass, there is a lawn which is very thin did go, and some through wavering lights and shadows broke. There are some the waves are hitting to the boundary of that land, and the lights of the moon are falling on the island as well. There are some shadows rolling a slumberous seat of foam below. The sea is bringing about a slumberous seat of foam. ಬುರುಗು ಸಹಿತ ಆ ಸಮುದ್ರದಿಂದ ಬರುವಂತಹ ಉದ್ಭವ ಆಗುವಂತಹ ಬುರುಗು ಕೂಡ ನಿದ್ದೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುವಂತೆ ಕಾಣ್ತದೆ. ದೇ ಸಾ ದ ಗ್ಲೀಮಿಂಗ್ ರಿವರ್ ಸೀವಾರ್ಡ್ ಫ್ಲೋ. A river was flowing towards the sea from the inner land, far off 3 mountain tops. The river was coming down from the 3 mountain tops, 3 silent pinnacles of aged snow. The snow which is there on that island seems to be aged, seems to be very slow, seems to be very dull. Stood sunset flushed and dewed with showy drops. Up clomb the shadowy pine above the woven copse. The sunset, even the sunset also seems to be dim and in a dream, and there is a dew which is falling on the leaves of the trees, and it also seems to be very slow, very dull. The charmed sunset lingered low adown. The sunset which seems to be charmed is also lingering, going very slowly. In the red west through mountain clefts, the dale was seen far inland. In the west, the west was seeming red, and through the mountain clefts, through the mountain highs and ups and downs, it seen far inland. It seems to be very far, and the yellow down bordered with palm. The border of that island was very yellow, and many a winding vale and mead. There were many meads and vales set with slender galingale, a land where all things always seemed the same. In that area, all the things seemed same. They are not able to recognize the difference between the things on that island. And round about the keel with paces pale, all around the paces of the trees, birds, animals, streams, rivers, and human beings seems to be pale. Dark paces pale against that rosy flame. A kind of rosy flame was emanating in the island, and all the faces of the human beings seems to be dark and paled. The mild-eyed, melancholy lotus eaters came. How the lotus eaters were? They were mild-eyed and they were melancholic. Seems to be always in sadness. Branches they bore of that enchanted stem. The lotus eaters of that island came with branches of that particular tree, that particular plant in their hand. Those branches were laden with flower and fruit. Flower and fruits are hanging from the branches of that particular plant, whereof they gave to each. The lotus eaters of that island gave those branches to all the mariners, but whoso did receive of them and taste, to him the gushing of the wave far, far away did seem to mourn and rave on alien shores. The people who eat those branches will become dull, and the waves which are hitting the shore of that island seems to be mourning, seems to be on an alien shore. And if this fellow spake, his voice was thin. Whenever their fellow men speak, the voice seems to be very thin, very low, as voices from the grave. The voices of those people seems to be coming from the far-fetched grave. And deep asleep he seemed, yet all awake. All the people on that island seemed to be in a deep sleep even when they are wide awake. And music in his ears his beating heart did make. And everything seems to be music on that island. Even the claps of the people seems to be music. Even the heartbeat seems to be music on that particular island. They sat them down upon the yellow sand. The lotus eaters made the mariners to sit on the yellow sand between the sun and moon upon the shore. All of them together sat between the sun and the moon. So it was in the evening, and sweet it was to dream of fatherland. And they dreamt of their fatherland, their homeland, of child and wife. When they ate those branches, they started dreaming of their homeland. They started dreaming of their child, wife, and slave. But evermore, most weary seemed the sea, weary the oar, weary the wandering fields of barren foam. But at the same time, all the things, waves, fields, trees, seem to be very dull. Then someone said, then after all these things, someone says, we will return no more. And all that once they sang, our island home is far beyond the wave, we will no longer roam. someone among the mariners says, we will not go back to home because this seems to be our motherland, this seems to be our home, and our fatherland is far away from this place, and we will no longer be able to put the oars to the sea. Thank you very much. This is the poem, and in our next video session we will discuss the second part of the poem. Thank you very much.